going to be making pepper soya with fried rice. So I have a cup of soya here soaking. I have a half tin of the mixed vegetables from Mabel's. For my fried rice, I cut one pimento, half of hot pepper, half of a small onion, one garlic, and a small chive. For my pepper chunks, I have like 2 leaves of thyme and bandania, one small chive, half of a small onion, one garlic, one whole hot pepper, and one whole pimento. Right? I cooked like 1 cup of rice, which is at the moment boiling. So once it comes to a boil, you wash your rice and you basically put it in a pot with at least 3 cups of water, a little bit of salt, and you put it to a boil. Right now, you don't want this to come too soft. So once it's 3/4 way cooked, where it's not soft but it's cooked through, then you're taking it off. Right? So that might take you like 20 minutes on high heat. So as you see, it's not fully cooked yet, but it's almost there. So we're going to give this at least 10 minutes again before we cut this out and drain it. Now once my soya is really nice and soft and spongy, which it is, I'm going to drain this out. I'm going to pre-season it with some paprika, chilies, salt, black pepper, a little bit of ketchup, like let's say 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and a tablespoon of soy sauce, and a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and let this sit for at least 10 minutes. And this is how it looks once it's seasoned. And because it's going to be pepper chunks, soya, I'm going to use the grated scorpion pepper and add a teaspoon of this to this mix. Now this is optional. You can use normal pepper sauce or no pepper sauce at all. Now as you can see, my rice is finally finished. It's a little more full form. So I'm going to take this out and put it to drain, and then we're going to start the actual cooking. Pepper chunks. I don't know why I keep saying shrimp. I put 1 tablespoon of French maid, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar once this whole thing is melted. Now I'm going to wait for this to start to bubble and get like a golden brown color before I add in my chunks. So once it starts to get like this, I'm going to add in now my soya chunks. So please be careful in case the oil splashes up on you. Okay, and now I'm going to give it a nice stir. So you want it to be saucy because you're going to be making it like pepper. And once it's actually cooled down, you're going to add in your fresh seasoning. Once you add in your fresh seasoning, you stir that up there. You're going to add 1 cup of water, and you're going to let this cook. And you're going to give this at least 15 to 20 minutes to cook. Now to cook my fried rice, I'm going to put at least a tablespoon of butter, golden rye, and let it melt just as it did for the chunks. Once it's melted like this, I'm going to add now my fresh seasoning and my mixed vegetables. And I'm going to give this a gentle stir. Then I'm going to add my rice into this mixture. Once it's added, I'm going to give it a stir. Try and keep this into low heat. And now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of browning. And then I'm going to add my salt and black pepper to suit. And as I said, keep it on a low so it won't start to stick up. Alright, and now I'm going to mix that. So it's a really nice light brown color. Right, so you just add your salt and black pepper to taste, and that's it. Well, that's for your fried rice. We'll come back and we'll check on the chunks after. This is how it looks. It's nice and thick. And that's the end for our soya.